Hello, Sophia and Said. I've decided to make a new video about what has been done in class because the video from the class, it was corrupted because I could hear some words and some words just disappeared. I've decided to make a clear new one. So first of all, we've taken a look at Said's essay. This is the Google document. So we've taken a look at the first part and mainly at topic number 2. Children learn best by observing the behavior of adults and copying it. To what extent do you agree or disagree with the statement? So to what extent do you agree and disagree? This is an opinion essay, and we've read the introduction. The introduction is wonderful. We've talked about concept or idea to choose, and both are suitable here. Then we have checked all the topic sentences. All the topic sentences are wonderful here, for the first and for the second one. I mean, body paragraphs. Then we've taken a look at some language. When you write extent, мера, степень, да, you can see it very often in IELTS titles. To what extent do you agree or disagree? То есть до какой степени вы согласны, в какой мере вы согласны или не согласны. It's preposition to, always, always. Next thing, which I would like to highlight is extent, again, to some extent, was words, linking words. And your home task is basically about the proper use of linkers, linking words. So, поэтому, it's used in its form only in the speaking part. And you know, even for the speaking, for IELTS speaking, it's too primitive because it's A1, A2 level words. You'd better use therefore, or used colons and we went further and we've decided to take a look at them. So we can use therefore, we can use thus, hence, consequently, then, as a result, accordingly, for that reason, many other words, but not so. So try to escape so. But never start a sentence with but in IELTS writing. But is but it's the same as in Russian. We say no. We begin a new sentence with no. It's not applicable at all. So we need to put it, if you use it, if you still use it, you need to insert it somewhere in the middle of the sentence. Yeah, like here. Like here. Had drug addicted parents, but chose not to follow their path. Not to follow their path. Follow somebody's path. I remember we've talked about it. It's a collocation. Следовать чему-то пути. Then we've taken a look at essay number 2, which was about cashless society. And cashless society is one where people use debit or credit cards and other forms of payment instead of cash. Do the advantages of cashless society outweigh the disadvantages? We've been talking about this title and thinking about what type of essay is it. Came to the conclusion that it is a discussion essay, since we have advantages and disadvantages in the topic, but we still have the word outweigh. So which one outweighs? Перевешивает, да? And as soon as you are being asked which one outweighs, it means that we need to give your opinion. So it's a discussion essay plus your opinion. And as usual for the discussion essay, you can usually use words like questionable or doubtful to the topic, whether it is beneficial to use cash or it's bad. It's bad to use credit card. Is beneficial or doubtful or questionable. So we checked an essay. We've talked about cashless society and the way to paraphrase it, and I went with societies where cash isn't really used, isn't applicable, isn't traditional, topical. We even came up with a collocation or just a combination of words. Deprived. Deprived — это лишенный чего-то. So you will be able to pay, you will be, and you will get service deprived. Deprived when you are in the societies where cash isn't used, or where only cash is used. And you have only a credit card, you may get service deprived. То есть вас могут не обслужить, вы можете лишиться какого-то сервиса. So that was the major part of our lesson. The second part was about writing a conclusion, and I've shared the presentation with you. So if you go further, if you open the presentation and go through it, you will find that a conclusion plays a very important role. In IELTS essay, without a conclusion, the task response cannot be higher than 5. So you get 5 only if your introduction body paragraphs are wonderful, like perfectly well written. Even though they're perfectly well written, you will not move further than 5. You will not exceed 5. What is the role of the conclusion in IELTS essay? It usually summarizes what you have written. You highlight the main idea, and you express your point of view. I have attached a link here, a link to one of my favorite speakers on IngoVid. So take a look at this video, and the lady will definitely tell you why and how we need to write a conclusion. She says it is the last chance to impress the examiner. The conclusion is the last chance for you to impress the examiner. I will even highlight it. То есть это последний наш шанс восхитить экзаменатора. Больше шанса не будет. Because this is the final stage. Your way to leave a reader with additional thoughts. So you give some additional thoughts to the reader, to the examiner. And that's nice. This is very nice. So we've talked about the summary. Also, we went further through the presentation and got deeper into one more topic about people who leave countrysides, youngsters who leave countrysides and settle down in cities and towns. So please read it carefully one more time and take a look at the introduction and the conclusion. Here I have only a summary sentence, and the summary sentence is about prediction. So normally when we go into writing a conclusion, we either predict something. So we say that, oh yeah, it's going to be beneficial, or no, it's not beneficial. Or we give a recommendation if it's a problem solution or cause solution essay. Nothing else. So just a summary or prediction and recommendation. So I have some examples here, and I would like you to take a look at them. What is important? What is important not to do in IELTS conclusion? Do not introduce new ideas. Never. You shouldn't introduce new evidence and examples. You shouldn't write too much. And at the same time, you shouldn't be too general. Next one, I went with the concluding linkers. In conclusion, to conclude, in general, in a nutshell, finally, and to sum up. Not all of them is suitable for IELTS essay. For example, in conclusion is suitable, to conclude is fine, in general doesn't indicate the conclusion, and in a nutshell is very simple, it's informal. Finally is very good for body paragraph, and to sum up, yeah, it's okay, more or less okay. So take a look at some further examples, very good conclusions, very good introductions, and I will give you some tasks on writing conclusion and introduction together. That is all.